Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you live today for Fun Fold Friday. And today I have the easiest, quickest, simplest card that you will ever create. Now this is what I call fold and go. It is if you are in a hurry and you forgot to buy a card or you forgot to make a card, you can make it in a matter of minutes. I mean minutes. It is so quick and easy, and it is so pretty, and it's basically, like I said, it's fold and go. So we're going to change the camera and get started. Alright, so all you need for the fold and go technique is some designer series paper, and it works best with 12 by 12 because you are going to need it to be 10.5 inches long. So it works great with a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, and I'm sure we all have those printed papers that we have tons laying around. Well, now is the time to get them out. With a few cuts and a score, you are going to have your fold and go cards done in no time. You will have a stack. The best part about this is don't put your sentiment on until you're ready to go. Then grab a stamp set, stamp the sentiment, punch it out, attach it to your card, and you are ready to go. Now these are some of the fold and go cards that I showcased on my blog today. They use different prints. So this one here uses the Hydrangea Hill, and I paired it with the stamp set, of course, and I used the Congrats stamp that is in the bundle, as well as the little framelit to die cut out my sentiment and put it on the front. Inside, you have a place to write or stamp more sentiments, and it's pretty inside and out because you have the other side of that designer series paper showing. This paper here came from the free celebration, so that is awesome because you're going to create 3 cards from one 12 sheet of cardstock, and basically they're free because the paper was free. You just have to have some coordinating cardstock and a sentiment stamp set, and you're ready to go. Now on this one I added a little piece of the designer series paper along the bottom, but very quick and easy. This one is the Flower and Field from the free celebration, so another free print, and it's got gorgeous prints on both sides, so we love that. So let's get started. Like I said, you're going to need a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. You are going to cut that 12 by 12 sheet 4 by 10.5. So you're going to get 3 of these out of one sheet. Now you're going to cut it 4 by 10.5, score it at 5 1/4, and fold. Here's your fold and go. Fold. You're going to want a little bit stiffer than that, but you could go with that. I'm going to have a piece of white that we're going to put on the inside for stamping on or writing a sentiment, writing a little note, whatever you want to put. Basically, it is fold and go. So if you want it a little stiffer than that, you're going to come in with a piece of coordinating cardstock, and I picked the Pacific Point, and I cut it 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So go ahead and stick that down. And this is pretty much it. Then when you need a birthday or a thank you card, pull out your sentiment stamp set. In this case, I used the Peaceful Moments. And I'm going to do the thank you. I'm going to do it in Pacific Point. And I have Pacific Point cardstock. We'll see how this shows up. I haven't tried this, so we'll see. It does show up. It's a little light. Let me try it again. A little bit darker. I have my tailored tag punch, so you can use punches or dies when you do your sentiments. And I'll pop that on the front. You could also do white. Grab me some white. Experiment, play around, decide what you like. You could also have a bunch of your sentiments punched and stamped ahead of time, so it really be quick fold and go, because basically you would just add your sentiment. It's fold and go. So fold inside piece, which I've always have a pile of inside white cut ahead of time. So it's grab it off my stack, place it on the inside. You do have these little strips left over because you cut it 10.5 and the paper is 12. So if you wanted to, you could bring in your trimmer. Either cut it at a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. I'll do 3/4 of an inch. Then I have 2. So if you wanted to, you can come in and decorate the bottom. I gotta cut it down a little bit because that white is a little bit smaller than our designer series paper. So it is 3 3/4. So we're just going to put that on the bottom. Basically with these cards, there's no waste. You use up that designer series paper and the cards are gorgeous. You need minimal supplies, sentiment stamp set, a punch or a die, some coordinating cardstock, some basic white for the inside. Now I could put this in my pile, and then if I wanted a thank you, I could do that. If I wanted a birthday, I could do that. Very quick and easy. Fold and go. Don't you love that? I love fold and go. And the colors in these prints are just gorgeous. They just make your card. You don't have to be an expert to do this. Love it. Aren't those gorgeous? This one I used black ink. This one's Pacific Point on white, Pacific Point on Pacific Point. So the choice is yours, whatever ink color you have on hand. But here's another piece of that free celebration. I could do the polka dots on the front, but I'm going to do the flowers. Fold and go. Sometimes you just need a quick card, and this fold and go is the way to go. And use up that designer series paper. Don't be afraid to cut it up, especially this free, because you can always get more, right? Inside, and the papers give you so many different colors that you could put black on the back of this, you could put the pink on the back, you could put the just jade on the back, whatever you decide to coordinate with it. Gorgeous. Gonna do, I'll do birthday on this one. We'll do it with black ink. Or here we got, I already got one in my stash. I can do that and double mat it. That takes a little bit more time, but hey, totally up to you. Fold and go. Love it. So look at that. Look at how much you can get done in no time. Look at all those cards. Fold and go. And I still have this strip, so if I want to, I can put a little piece across the bottom, either print side. Love it, love it, love it. It's a great way to use up that paper. You can always have cards on hand. And how quick and easy is that? Fold and go. So that is your technique for today, or your fun fold for today. Not really much of a fun fold, but it is a quick and easy fold, which I like. And if you need any of the papers or the supplies, the punch, the stamp set, you can visit my blog, www.TheStampCamp.com. The list of supplies that I use is under Show More in the video. This is my host code for January. Please use that. Unless your order is over $150, then you are your own hostess and will receive all the hostess benefits. I appreciate any and all orders. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe. Turn on that little bell in the upper right hand corner so you know when I go live. That is it for today. I appreciate you stopping by. Have a great day and a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by.